Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you thought I was gonna stop vlogging because I ended up my summer edit series, you were mistaken. I am going to change gears to a more fall autumn kind of like focus, and I love the fall, the autumn season. It's actually my season. I am an autumn warm person and I love creams and beiges and browns and all that, so I am so excited. And I know I live in Texas and it's still, right now it's 79 degrees, but it's gonna go all the way up to 90. I know it's not gonna get cold here until probably November 1st, but we're gonna fake it until we make it there. And I have ample experience with baking seasons because I am a tropical baby. I'm from Puerto Rico and we have summer year-round down there, so we fake our seasons and we love it. You will be amazed of how much snow we really we have down there. It's 90 degrees outside. Yeah, okay, so let's start this new series. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it the autumn edit or the autumn palette or the autumn mood board. Let me know in the comments down there which one you like best of those three. Wanted to call it the falling into creativity, but I think that's too corny for me. I cannot vibe with that one. Still have my little thing here. I'm gonna see the doctor on Thursday, so I'm gonna let you guys know how that goes. And yeah, let's start this vlog. Today is Tuesday, is September 2nd. Yesterday was a holiday and Carlos was here, so I couldn't do the intro yesterday because he was in, you know, he was everywhere. He was, you can sense he was present, and it's not bad. It's just like when I want to sit here having a TV, it doesn't work. In the background, it doesn't work. Anyway, so starting today on a Tuesday, I actually recorded yesterday Monday, so this already you saw that. I went early in the morning to have to make my grocery shop, and I did that with Carlos, which is always an adventure because he bought, like, I go with my list and he just grabs everything. But I grab new flowers, so we're gonna swap those this vlog, and I am so excited. Last time I did a white kind of theme. Now we have plum and yellows and all the colors. I'm so excited for that. And then I think I want to start by swapping the summer decor that I have for fall decor. As you guys can see, I have my pumpkin mug. I love this one. I don't know where I got it. I think I got it from Target like a year or two ago, and I make sure that I hand wash this one because I don't want it to crack or get anything. But I want to swap all my summer cups for fall cups or fall decor, so I'm gonna start with that today. I got this one at Target. It's not my thing, but I think we're gonna make it work. I have a little ghost. I was looking for those this year around and didn't bring it, which they were even better than this one. This one I think you have, like, it lights up, which I mean, anyway. So that's that. I didn't work on my meal prepping yesterday or on Sunday because I was, you know, in holiday mood, but I did make a little bit of a vinaigrette and also a honey mustard. That was fun. I got some questions last time about my meal prepping and how in advance I cook. I have talked about this, but I'm gonna repeat myself. I pay the Restaurant Dropout subscription, and it's $6 a month, and you get a blog post, and I love because she you know, explain what we're gonna work with, why substitutions, how to do the prepping, all that. She gives it all, like, she just chew it up to you. And I started doing this because Carlos was a little bored with my cooking, and he was like, we're gonna get that again, or I don't want that again, kind of thing. So he was bored. And what I like about this, you get a PDF with that blog post, and on it you have a grocery list, and you have an essentials, pretty much like your oils, your salts, your condiments, all that, just in case, to know which one you need. So again, you can get more You can go to a supermarket and grab what you don't have. You also get a prep list, and that is the exciting one for me because she divides it so well. And you do all the cutting, all the prepping, like washing, slicing your kale, storing it, cutting your onion, all that. So a lot of that is going to be in containers in your freezer or your refrigerator, and when you are ready to cook, you're going to pull all that out, and it makes cooking so easy. So the other day we had a risotto, and she makes you know, we made that as a prep, but she used it right away. So for instance, last week I placed the Italian sausage on the freezer, and then we did a pasta for the last day, so everything was done fresh. So the pasta was done fresh, and then, you know, everything was done fresh. So that fifth recipe is always what you have remembrance and things that are going to be more shelf stable kind of thing, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I also started a sourdough starter. You guys know I have done this. If you have followed me for a while, I have done sourdough starter a couple times with different components. One, I have done it with the brown rice flour, and that didn't work. Didn't work. And then, oops, say hi. And then I did the regular flour, thinking that with the lump proofing it will not upset my stomach, and it did upset my stomach so much. So I am back to doing a gluten-free version, and I'm going to do one with light buckwheat flour, which is gluten-free, even though it says wheat in there. And supposedly I'm gonna link the sourdough starter here on the description box, but supposedly it's gonna be sweeter and a little nutty flavor using the buckwheat. And I'm on my second feed, and I already seen bubbles. I'm so excited. So let's say hi. Let's say hi. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's start with, she hates me. Let's start with swapping the decor. Let's do it. Let's just take all the cups out. That's all I want to see. So I love these plates, but I will consider these more like a spring summer. So I'm gonna put these away. And then my son got me these ones for Christmas, so I'm going to also put these aside just because they're more, I would say, more summery than anything. I love this one, so I'm going to keep these ones here. Fiona, can you hear her? She's so mad. She's not allowed outside. Anyway, so I'm going to leave those. I'm going to check if I have any salad or small plates to add to my cabinet. As you know, I store my plates here in this cabinet, and I got these plates, a set of 8 actually. I think it was in the spring, and I sorry. I feel they can work, but I don't know. Fiona, sit down. I found the Halloween napkins, so I'm gonna go ahead and take those out for the season. I mean, I love these. I made these last year, and I been asked many times how to do them properly, and I have them in several blogs, but I am going to go ahead and explain how I made them in a video in this series. But I have around 20 to 28 here, but this ones I love for the fall, and I only have 2, so I'm gonna pull those out. So I thrifted these plates, and they are from Pier 1. I have a set of 6, so I'm gonna get those out. I feel like I have so many big plates here, and I'm gonna add 6 to the mix. So I'm gonna put these aside. So these, and then these ruffle ones out, and I'm going to keep these. I don't like these. I got them. They said that at Pier 1. Is it this one or the other ones? Anyway, whatever. All Pier 1 ones. I'm gonna go in. We are now at the coffee station, and The light here is so bad, but I found a couple of things. So I found this towel, and it goes with this one. So this is gonna be, maybe I need a new one, because one, it's not enough. I think I had another one and they were shredded. I got a couple of pumpkins. So I have 3 different ones. So I got these 2. I think this one was from Target and this one was from Pop Shelf. I think this one I cannot microwave because of the handle. No. And then I found this one. I think I got this one at Marshall's. Maybe I got this one at Marshall. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But I got that one, and then I got one that is, or 3 that are really Halloween heavy. That one is cracked here. Look at that. It's so cute with the little jack-o'-lantern. And then I found also this one, and it's cracked here, so I can fix that. But it has a little bat on hands. And then I got this one at Anthropologie. This is the one that I was talking yesterday, or like last week. This is the one that I was talking last week. This one is a little bit more delicate. This is for like ice lattes. I don't do ice latte. Okay, I think I got it. I may go ahead and change this later on. I feel like it's not fall, but we're gonna take that whenever. Another thing that I'm gonna put away is this more summery glassware. I use this one for my electrolyte and this one for my water during the day. This one had a glass straw and Carlos broke it. So last week I got this one, and then we got a cowboy ghost. Yeah, so I will have to say the only thing that I'm missing is candles. Let's check my candles. So I check this cabinet right here, and I only have this one, which I'm not a fan, and then I have this one, which is more kind of like the Anthropologie normal one. So I may go ahead and get a couple because I love a fall candle. This one is not pretty, but smells good, so I'm gonna pull this one out. I probably can't light it. I want to light this up. Maybe I have to do the flowers. Let's do the flowers. And thrift shop was not good. There was that pink patio lounging thing, but I feel like it was missing something, like a chair or like 2 chairs, or it's missing something, or like a table or something like that. So $150 minus at 10%, so $135. It feels like it's not a good buy or something that I need. Let's go to the next one. I will have to say but it's nothing that I was expecting to get. So I found this shawl. I like shawls, and I don't like knitting shawls, and I actually am going to leave this one in the car to use whenever I go to a restaurant, whatever is super cold. I paid $6 for it. It just arrived, so it arrived in today, so September 2nd, and it's 100% wool, and it's reversible. So here's side one, and then on the other side is, I know, I was like, okay, you're coming with me, you're staying in my car. So it's really big, so it will wrap around really nice. And then this one, I couldn't find a ticket, but I bet this one is not as fancy. But I got kind of like a it's a scarf. It's like a bandana. It's huge, right? I paid what, $3 for this one, and yeah, I couldn't find a label or anything, which is okay, but I love it. And even the girls in there were like, this is so pretty. I love that it's see-through, and it has my colors. So I was more into blue this time around. So yeah, I'm gonna go to my lash appointment, and then I will hit the thrift shop number 3. Picture my fingers. Was a little bit more successful. I grabbed this fabric, $2, $1.80 because it's 10% off. I grabbed this one also, $2 or $1.80, and then I grabbed this one. It's a little bit scratchier. Let's check it out how much I have. So in total I pay $6 because I rounded up. It was like $5.86 or something like that. I have 2 yards here. Yeah, I have 2 yards here. I'll do something with it. If not, my mom will like it. Remember, if I don't use it, my mom will use it. Let's go home. I'm starving. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am ready to go. I have a hair appointment today. This hair is a little intense. So it's been 4 weeks. It's been 4 weeks. I was watching this girl on TikTok. She's like 50 something. She's letting her grays grow, and she did like something. She did like a blonde, and then she's letting her grays grow in a way that blends. I'm so tempted, but I still have a bunch of black. Anyway, I am wearing a huge bandage on my nose because I have to keep it covered and with Aquaphor, and I took it. It's looking a little bit better, but it's really swollen. I don't know if it's swollen because or it's swollen because. Okay, so I talk about this with my mom, you know, keep myself positive that whatever is the outcome, I am ready. So I am ready. I think so. Tomorrow we will know. Anyway, but let's talk about something better. I want to decorate this room so much. I'm so ready. I want to bring all the pumpkins out. I have, I think, 1 or 2 boxes on the attic, and I have to do that with Carlos. So I will do that tomorrow or Friday. We'll see. But I have the little ghost that I made. I think it was 2021. If you've been following since then, I love hanging those. I love them. I love them so much. So now with the structure, they're gonna look so cute. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. The same with my shelves here with all my books. We will get there when we get there. Anyway, so let me show you. I showed you guys the fabrics that I got yesterday. I think I did. I got some others also. I think it was on Monday. And you can tell I am feeling fall already. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep. I think I got 2 1/4 of this one, and then 4 of the small. They're 100% cotton, and they are 44-inch wide. I'm gonna prep the other 3. I think I'm gonna prep this too, and I'm gonna keep this one. I don't know if this is what. We'll see. I have 3 yards and a third, I think. And then I have 2 yards, and then I will say 2 yards, but this one, they took a big chunk of it. But I want to wash them and have them ready. I like to prep them right away when I arrive, just so we get there. If I want to work with them, I have them prep. Anyways, I'm gonna serge the ends, and I'm going to pop them into, I know, Wayne, we're not playing, into the washing machine. Okay, so I think it's time. Also, if you've been following me for a while, you know I love to build. I love to paint the house. I love to build, cut wood, all that. I love it. And I always feel like I don't have the right overalls. I do have one long overalls, and they are like long, you know, leg long, and I cannot use them when it's summer or it's hot because I get really hot, but they cover me from scrapes and wood and splints, you know, like all that. So it's important, and especially this area when you're cutting, you know, you're moving, but I need some that are short so I can use it around. And you guys know last week I found this wingily. You guys know I found this last week, and and I think I want to go ahead and work on the one with the zipper. And if I want to, I actually prep. It will look really good. Actually, I will add a contrasting like piping or something like that. Mind you, this is supposed to be a work garment, so I don't know, I may just go ahead and cut them, maybe add a little bit wideness on the leg, because these are bell buttons. So fun. Anyway, but I want to again do this version, so I have everything I need. I'm not gonna do the belt, although the belt will look really cute if you ask me. And then with the contrasting pockets, I mean, tell me it's not a good idea. Okay, let's open this up. Let's start today. Carlos here again. He was here on Wednesday, then on Thursday yesterday, and then today, which, oh shoot, it's okay, but I'll let it on my way. I'm gonna go to the attic right now to find the decorations, so let's go. So these are the boxes in question. I have one that I took I think from the window. I think this is the window one. Have some hooks at the window. I don't know. But last year I used just twine, and I have a garland that I like to add this to, so we'll see how I'm gonna do it. So here pretty much I have a couple of things. So this is more Valentine's than anything, and this entire box is of Ghost, the entire thing. And then this one I have pretty much the little pumpkins and stuff like that. I'm going to see which one I'm going to use. I don't know if I will be able to use the big ones, but I have a couple. So I have, you see, like that, and then I have these white ones, some that are glittery, and then some felt down there. So let me show you. You see? It's so cute. Okay, I love it. I love it. It looks so nice. So that's for the window. I usually hang something in the window. But remember, before we didn't have all that. So I don't know if I'm going to keep that. But I may go ahead and get some twine just to hang it over here. Do kind of like a, I don't know what my twine is actually. That's what I like to use. Just, you know, the cheapest stuff. Anyway, maybe I get a ribbon or something. I don't know. But I want to do it right on here, hang it here, and then hang one probably down here. And then I don't know if I'm gonna add some to here. That would look really cute. Or I will add, I know I have one frame that has a ghost witch thing, so I may add it here. And then I got this one that I found when I was looking for candles, and then I also got this one. Isn't that cute? It's like a disco ball, and I want to place those two into this wall. So I may go ahead and lift this and then, yeah, play with this a little bit. I love this wall. Gives me so much joy, but at the same time I feel sometimes that I need more or I need less. It's almost 1 p.m. and I have not done an update in a while. Yesterday was not a good day. I have a better band-aid today. I went to the dermatologist yesterday with Carlos, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a week. I was not doing okay, and you can tell probably in this video I was all over the place because I was really worried about the results and trying to think of the scenarios, and I was really anxious about my appointment yesterday. So Carlos decided to go with me, and after talking, doing a couple of questions, he kind of didn't like us challenging her, and we were kind of like, even Carlos was a little taken aback of her response or her attitude. And it was not like a bad attitude, that you can tell she didn't like to be in any way challenged or question. Maybe like challenge, like question, like, you know, like give us the rundown, whatever. So we parted ways amicably I'm never going back to that place again. Later during the day, I got the call that the biopsy was benign. Can I say that word? So it was just a little bit of inflammation. There's nothing of concern. And after I got the call, I got the worst headache you can imagine. It kind of like the entire stress just took place in my head, and I had the worst day. Spent all day in bed, all going here and there. I did a couple of things, but that was pretty much it. I actually cooked to see if I will feel better having, you know, warm food on my belly. I did some spaghetti. It was delicious, by the way. Anyway, but new day, Friday is the last day of the vlog. I have not done any sewing, but I decorated. I think I finished everything that I wanted to do, like the first wave of decorating my house. The last one was to pretty much like make this room pretty. Battery change. Like I was saying, the first wave is just to kind of do more of a full neutral decoration in the house. I will say the ghost is very Halloween, but I love my little tassel ghost, and I couldn't wait to display them, right? I do that every year. You guys saw that. I did those, like I said, a couple years ago, and I use some yarn that I have remnants from some projects, and then also I got a couple of cheap yarn, and I did a tassel with a piece of, I think it was like this big. It was not that big, but I did a tassel, and then I use for the little scarves that they have on their neck. I think I got like a bundle of ribbons at Hobby Lobby, and they were into the beigey browns and different textures or whatever. That's exactly what I use. And I think they are, every single year when I pull them out, they're all crinkle and all over the place, and they look so airy and fun at the same time. Actually, I have such a hard time putting these away than putting Christmas stuff away, because they're so fun. I wish I can have them year round, but I actually wanted to have them for a while, so September 1st or the first week of September was the perfect time. I also had a frame, like I said, pull those out. I'm so happy. I'm actually really happy with the entrance, with all the little pumpkins in white and browns, and yeah, I am really excited for the season. Because I was not feeling 100% this week. I didn't do too much you know, sewing or anything, but I mean, you have some weeks like that. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that this week. I'm going to just call it a day and end the video, and then next week we're gonna start with actually making plans, and then start some sewing projects, and I'm quite excited. I may go ahead and do a couple of steps forward, or I don't know. I like to record, but when I get into the zone, it's really hard. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm gonna call this series. Let me know if you like the name. I can change it. We have a couple of weeks, but until next week, happy crafting, and I hope you start to switch to fall. Anyway, bye.